live streams in one day. What can I say? I've got a lot to say. Yes, I've got a lot to say. So I'm gonna plug these headphones in, and we're gonna get into it. Check in, check, 1, 2. Here we go. All right, there we go. So, welcome back to Semen Retention. Another live episode today. Yep, that's it. We're talking live semen retention. And I want to talk to you guys about the fact that I'm about to go villain mode. That's right. Absolutely no F's are given right now, guys. It's getting to the point now where you just look around the world. I don't know what planet you're living on, but I see a planet full of very selfish, sick people. Selfish, sick people. And people out there that are, part of communities and groups and stuff, and it's all just to feel a sense of belonging. They don't have any real firm beliefs. They haven't done any self-inquiry. They haven't had any dark night of the soul. They haven't done any of that. They're just, NPCs will be NPCs. That's just the truth of it. And the reality is that it's up to us to ascend beyond that realm of mediocrity, mediocrity. Just doing what's expected of you, just watching the sports, watching the latest series, watching the, whatever the trending thing that is happening. That's what people are doing. They're not doing anything original at all. They're not questioning anything at all. They're just in this constant state of, I guess, complacency, of comfort. People are obese. People are basically throwing their health away because they want to have this whole thing of, I guess, getting consumed by all the advertising. They're falling for it. But on semen retention, you don't fall for that. And if anything, you fall out of the whole system because you're the only one in your proximity that has got the ability to actually discern all the BS, all the advertising, all that sort of stuff, and just see through it and say to yourself, that's all BS. I don't believe in that. Hey, Shelby the Bulldog, what's going on, bro? Welcome back to Semen Retention. Yeah, look, guys, I gotta. It's not really a beard, but I'll probably shave it off soon. To be honest, I like keeping things pretty pretty trim. Welcome to everyone that's just joined this live. I'm about to go villain mode on semen retention. I'm telling you guys, I'm going freaking villain mode soon. If not, I'm already entering it now. I'm getting these thoughts in my head, and then I'm like, you gotta transmute this into something else. Yo, Slim, what's poppin'? Pop quiz, chat GPT, smart or stupid? I don't know what that is. But yeah, anyway, so guys, I'm talking about villain mode. Yeah, so I'm talking about this whole system that we're in front of right now. Yeah, it's basically a whole thing that we don't need to be part of. We don't need to be consuming all this BS. Yeah, it's all Uncle Stogie. You got a bogey in your nose. Yeah, okay, bro. Why don't you come pick it out? So the whole thing is a system that keeps you in this docile, depleted state. It's so obvious when people you hang out with. I've been friends with a lot of different people over the years, and I'm getting to the point now where the programming of people's consciousness is just way too. It's so dry. There's no real depth to it. There's no fluidity. There's no flexibility within their brain. The neuroplasticity in their brain is like concrete, guys. There's nothing you can do about it. It's basically rocks. It's like a pile of rocks. Their brain isn't moving, their brain isn't bending, their brain isn't adapting to the new eras that we're in. Yo, Slim, live for Jesus. Yes, Slim, here's the thing, bro. I believe in Christ consciousness, and I think that there's a lot of biblical things and things in Christianity and Judaism that I take on board. I would see myself as an esoteric person. I'm not a Christian, I'm just putting that out there. I think Jesus Christ is an important figure and a role model to people. However, with that being said, I'm never going to get baptized, except I respect anyone that is a Christian, because at the very least, you're basically, at the very least, you're doing something for your goodwill, I guess. I want to catch up with some of these comments. Here we go. So Shelby the Bulldog, NPCs don't have opinions. They criticize other people's opinions. 100%. Uncle Stogie, Martin Bryant didn't do it. I don't know what that is, bro. You might want to go see a therapist or something. I don't know who you're talking to. I think maybe you're talking to voices in your head or something. Slim, you're not wrong. Shelby the Bulldog, Jesus is an egregor. I don't know what an egregor is either. But anyway, so the whole point that I'm going on is we're just going to have to get to a point on semen retention. If you've been on it for over a year like myself, where you just got to... Look, I know there's some retainers out there that are over a year, but they've got families and stuff like that. They've got kids, they've got responsibilities, they've got these things weighing them down from just doing what they want to do. And I respect them for going NSR. I respect anyone that practices SR. It doesn't matter how long the streak is. But at the end of the day, if you don't have the responsibility of kids or, family or whatever, like... Yeah, within every right, you can go villain mode. Like, this is a world where people are literally, like, we've got the elites out here rug pulling the masses. It used to be hidden. They used to hide the fact that they were rug pulling the masses. But these days, they're just doing it in front of you. And people are just like, what? How did they just do that? It's like, bro, they've got the ability to do it. They've been doing that for centuries. Do you think they're going to stop now? So within every right of yours, go villain mode on semen retention. And what that means is just being hard. Like, get your mental facilities straight. Get your mind straight. Get off all the other BS, right, guys? There's something really, 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 really wrong with a lot of people that are on social media, and I don't know what's going on with some people right now, but there's some crazy stuff. And also, in my neighborhood, it's not even really a degenerate kind of neighborhood where people are getting shot. This is Australia. People don't have guns, but recently people are starting to lose their minds. And we're not in town or anything like that. We're not in any crazy circumstances, but people are starting to get a little bit crazy. Yeah. And what I've noticed is that you just have to go out, and on SR, we've got to fight for ourselves and ourselves only. Forget about everyone else that you know. Forget about those people you went to high school with. Forget about the people that you played in a band with. Forget about the person who you cut their lawn the other day and they haven't thanked you for it. It's just like, forget about all those people. It's every man for themselves right now. It's every man for themselves. So I'm about to go villain mode on semen retention, and it's already started. I'm telling you that. I'm already doing some things, and I'm not saying I'm going to do some psycho stuff that's going to put me in jail. I'm not saying I'm going to ending anyone's existence. No, I'm not going to be doing that kind of stuff. I'm going to get to some comments. Here we go. So, Daffrin, what's going, bro? How you doing, mate? Hard work leads to success. Yeah, 100%. And you're in New South Wales. Awesome, dude. I'm in Victoria. I'm in Melbourne. I I am in a pretty decent suburb, but the mentality of people in this city is just cooked. It's cooked beyond repair. I don't know where you guys live. Just drop me a state where you live in the world in the comments, please, just so I know roughly the demographic of your environments and stuff. But in Victoria, in Australia, in Melbourne, we have a very, very, very soft culture here. Like masculinity is an endangered species in Melbourne. Um, so yeah, let's have a look. Shelby, hard work. Harder you work, the greater the reward. Uncle Stogie, 85% The Walking Dead. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 85% are The Walking Dead, and I'd say within that 15%, 1% of them would be would have the awareness of semen retention. I'm talking about 1 out of 100 people would have the awareness of semen retention, and 1 out of 1,000 would actually be practicing it. Um, yeah, look, Uncle Stogie, you're just a bit of a bunch of sticks for this channel, so I'm just gonna hide you. You can stick around, you can watch, but I'm gonna hide you so you don't have to you don't have to have your comments show. But you can stick around, bro. It's all good. You can play with yourself and do what you need to do with yourself as much as you want, bro. But I don't want that shared with my followers. So Slim, I'll tell you what is people have lost God. Yeah, 100%. People have lost God. That's the truth. That's what they like. We just had an election, and out of the two people in Australia that you could vote for, none of them mentioned the G word at all. Like we're living in a very twisted kind of atheistic world right now. So you say Jesus was an important historical figure, then why do all these biblical prophecies keep coming true? I never said he wasn't an important historical figure. I said I do respect Jesus and stuff. I just don't. I'm not a Christian. If he was not the Son of Man, yeah, I'm not really gonna talk about that, to be honest. I don't really want to get into a debate about Christianity. Yeah, so Shelby, New York, yeah, that's similar energy to Melbourne. A lot more intense, a lot more intelligent though as well. In Australia, we've got some pretty cooked units here. Pretty low IQ people out here. But then again, you've got this whole thing, about yeah, you've got a lot of so this chat's getting pretty distracting. I'm going to bring it back to semen retention. I think yeah, you guys make some good points. I'm going to come back to the chat in a sec, but let me talk about the villain mode perspective, okay? I want you guys, if you've never heard about this guy on YouTube, you can exit my live stream right now and search Alpha T Fitness. I want you to watch the playlist that some guy uploaded, that Alpha T Fitness. He uploaded his videos this year in February. He uploaded a lot of videos in February and he got banned by YouTube. But someone has gone out of their way to restore all those videos he uploaded in February and put them on YouTube. And for some reason, they're not taken down. But Alpha T Fitness, he's a semen retention icon. You have to watch him, guys. I'm telling you, he's like peak SR YouTuber, okay? He's based in New York. I hope you, Shelby the Bulldog, I hope you bump into him because he's from New York. So I was watching him today whilst I was doing a bit of housework and stuff, and there was that kind of thing about the villain mode that I'm talking about in this video, is that you've got this kind of, this energy within you. Like I talk about so many times, I get so pumped with testosterone that I just want to break some skulls. And I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it and actually, manifest that into my life. But it's the energy of wanting to do that. And I think it's a lot of frustration with the state of our world right now. I think there's just a lot of things that are just like so twisted. The narrative that is being pushed upon us is so degenerate. It's so lacking in foresight. It's so lacking in so many different areas. It's like okay, let's just talk about one statistic that we can cherry pick here, and let's look at it from one angle from here, and that's it. Like, there's no complexity. There's no multidimensionality to the whole thing. It's all just a mess, and it's quite easy to get frustrated at that. But the worst thing to get like kind of get worked up about right now is the fact that people are out here, and especially men, are out here depleting themselves and basically sabotaging the final remnant of masculinity. Because as soon as all this new tech comes in and all that kind of stuff, if you aren't on top of the whole AGI and AI kind of stuff, you're gonna get absolutely wiped. You'll be the mop that all the smart dudes will be wiping on the floor. You will be that person. Your face is just going to get pushed into the ground and you're going to struggle hard. Okay, let's get into some comments. Peanut Butter Jelly. Hi, your guitars look super cool. Cheers, man. Thanks. A340's Aviation. Man, this live stream is not about religion. Yeah, no, it's not. I don't get into that, to be honest. Peanut Butter Jelly. Your guitar's so cool. Yeah, cheers. Thanks, mate. Shelby, I play an acoustic. Taylor, yeah, they're great acoustic guitars. A340's Aviation. I hate pelicans. I like pelicans. I think pelicans are cool birds. Shelby, I love nature. I was looking for him, but was searching Alpha T. Now you got to look for Alpha T Fitness. Alpha T Fitness is the name of the dude. And yeah, look, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. I just wanted to make this a under 20-minute kind of live stream, but search up Alpha T Fitness, watch his videos. This is the villain mode I'm talking about. This is that kind of cutthroat energy that we need to bring back. Don't care about other people's feelings. Just say your piece, say it how it is, and get on with it, guys. Like, let's not beat around the bush. Let's just keep moving forward, okay? All right, catch you dudes. Take care.